Public speaking is something that you will always have to do no matter what you do in life. You need to talk to people. I mean, it's part of being a human. We need to communicate. That's like how we live.
I think a lot of schools have public speaking programs, and I think I'm a pretty good public speaker. I do think that I personally, before this, would have had a lot to offer to students, but I wouldn't have a solid technique to let them understand how to access that thing. How should I be more confident? How should I stand better?
We have a curriculum that is based on teaching the skills that have been identified by the World Economic Forum. And they talk about, leadership, social influence, creativity, and innovation. Those things are integrally influenced by communication. Typically, a school will give a public speaking course that runs for a very short period of time that really is just about a student doing a presentation. When we looked into GK, and especially the kinesthetic aspect of what they were doing, it was a no-brainer for us.
GK Training is a communications firm. We coach and teach and do workshops across industries for professionals of all kinds. Our whole philosophy is kinesthetic learning, which is learning through a physical pathway, which engages something called embodied cognition, which is learning by doing with something other than your brain alone. And in communication, that's hugely important because communication is a physical art. And if you want to change something in your communication, you have to change it in a physical way.
In my old school, I was actually known as the really quiet kid. And here, when I tell people that, they don't believe it. Public speaking improved my confidence, which allows me to be more myself instead of hiding it away.
Most people, when they think about public speaking, they've heard advice like, stand up tall, have confidence. GK avoids all of that because we know that focusing on things that you can do is the only thing we have the most control over as human beings.
Because we're using the strategies from what GK are implementing in there, we're putting it into some of our rubrics. And so we're also starting to see some of the students are improving when it comes to evaluative measures. Like we're seeing better presentations being implemented in our curriculum space.
At the end of the GK training, or even like throughout, I could see changes in the way that I was communicating my ideas.
All those activities, they made so much sense. I still use them now.
What GK has brought to the school is really tangible ways for students to connect with that instruction, and it is priceless.